So here's the thing about trauma. It doesn't really go away. You can't control a lot of it. And when you experience trauma, because it doesn't look like the way that it looks when you're in a wheelchair or on crutches or, I don't know, have some physical condition, you're not treated the same. You never see someone go up to a person in a wheelchair and say, why don't you just get up and walk? Or, I don't know, let's say you were in a fire or something and you've got burned. You don't see people go, why didn't you just run out of the fire? Then you wouldn't have got burned. But when you experience trauma, as a domestic violence survivor, I can't tell you how many times people have said the cruelest, stupidest things to me. Why didn't you just leave? That would have never happened to me. I would have never. I even had a female relative call me a dumb bitch. These things make you re-traumatized. They further reinforce why a lot of people don't just leave or why they don't just tell. I've come a long way, but I don't know if there's a finish line for this. You live with it. I have nightmares about things. I have nightmares about my experiences with my own father. I have nightmares about when I told my parents and my family that I was being molested and raped by someone, and the fact that they did not file a police report and my father blamed me. I have nightmares about the things that happened to me later on in life as a result of how I was treated as a child. I was denied my humanity. And, one of my boyfriends later on in life, he beat me. And the traumatic brain injury, the concussion, like some of these things play over and over in my head. I could have had the happiest day or week and then go to sleep and will wake up in the middle of the night because I had a dream replaying some of the things that have been done. My ex-husband, coming to the door one time because he was angry because I left the house and he didn't want me to. And when I'm coming back with my babies in tow, my ex-husband coming to the door and answering the door with a gun, pretending like he thought I was an intruder. But I'm coming in the house from the garage. Like trauma, when your humanity has been denied and when you have been the subject of things that you could not control, that was not your fault. It changes you. And it damages you psychologically. It damages you emotionally. And the best thing that I know so far is that you find ways to live with it and you find ways to build this life around it that's bigger than that. But trauma and grief never goes away. And I don't think there are enough safe spaces still in society, especially I think as a mother and as a woman and as a victim or survivor of domestic violence in various forms. I don't think there's enough safe spaces for us to talk about it publicly, because when you do, you are treated like you are the freaking criminal way too much, which is why way too many people continue to stay silent or stay in situations, because what's on the other side of it? On the other side of it, you can also be victimized. It's a scary thing. It was a scary thing for me to finally get sick and tired and decide I was going to take a leap and close doors and go down the path of closing all the doors to my past as much as I could, and to get away and to do therapy and all that. But it also I feel like it's cost me my entire life as I knew it. It's cost me everybody. I feel totally alone in this healing journey and process. I can't have conversations with people with a lot of people that I used to know, because they don't know me today, and all that they know is who I used to be, and they can't function with me. They can't connect with me unless I revert back to being that person that they used to know. And to the bottom, I will never go again. I'm not doing it. It is hard. The work is worth it. It is worth it. But, to build a life of stability and peace and functionality and all that, if you're not used to it, sometimes you may rebel against it. And I did a lot in my 20s. I did, because it was foreign. It was not normal. It was not, and even now, it's a difficult path and journey. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my children. I'm doing this for my grandchildren. Should I have any, what's the point of this? The point of this is just to share And also to let some of the people who experience this know that you are not alone. Please don't give up. It is very difficult, and this also hurts. But what was hurting me more was staying in the past in any capacity. I'll say that. It's hard either way. But I guess you got to choose your heart, and this is the heart that I chose. And I really hope that me finding ways to talk about it more, to write about it more, all of that, I hope that it will, first of all, help to bring more healing and peace for me and for my children. I also hope that it will help strengthen other people's resolve to make radical changes and to step out, to speak up. I hope it will help other people to learn how to be more empathetic and more supportive of people when they say they're hurting and that they're abused. And then I hope, I don't know about this last one because I'm really not sure if it's possible. People who are abusers and who are animals, I don't know if it's possible for them to be rehabbed or be changed. But if there is a possibility for people to be rehabbed and changed, if they can think about what they're doing to victims, if they can think about imagining if it were their daughter, if it were them, their cousin, if they care. And I don't know, because narcissistic people don't have the capacity to care. But if there is an inkling that any of them have the capacity to care and to want to change, I hope that it does that too.